easiest recipes I have mastered that my children love and that you can edit in little ways to make a big difference is drop biscuits. Tastes almost exactly like Red Lobster's Cheddar Bay biscuits. So you just start with 2 cups of flour, a tablespoon of baking powder, and a little over a teaspoon of salt. Start it here. I sift it to make it a little fluffier. You don't have to do that, and you can always double the recipe to make as much as you want. This makes about 8 drop biscuits. You then want to cut 1 stick of butter or half a cup into small cubes, as you can see here. I prefer Kerrygold over everything. With baking and biscuits, real butter is going to be better than kind of that off-brand oil-based butter, but butter's expensive. Use what you have. You do want the butter to be cold because you want the butter to not just melt into the flour. You want it to stay thick and there to be chunks. So then you can use a pastry cutter. Help me, I'm poor. I just use a fork. And you want to cut the butter into the flour, like a super gritty, chunky with butter mixture. Right, it should look something like this. So super crumbly. The pieces of the butter have been broken down but are still in there. And then you just add 3/4 cup of butter. This would also be a good step that if you are purposely trying to recreate Cheddar Bay biscuits or something, add a little garlic powder, garlic salt. Don't go too heavy because we'll paint a little bit over it when they're done, but it's a good time to add additional seasonings, and then you'll just give it a stir right until it's mixed. You don't want to over-mix it. So once the milk is just incorporated, you'll then scoop about 1/4 cup of dough at a time, and it will be pretty sticky, but it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the beauty of drop biscuits. And you'll place it in an oven-safe pan. I'm using a smaller pan than usual because my normal pan is dirty right now, but it'll look something like this. You put it in the oven at 450 for 18 to 22 minutes, and then we'll add the garlic butter. Okay, and they should look something like this when they come out of the oven. Like I said, this is a smaller pan, so they're closer together, but they come right apart. So then, for closer to Cheddar Bay biscuits, I just microwave a little bit of butter, garlic salt, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, minced garlic, and you just drizzle it over them and paint it on.